From the Black Swan Media Studios, deep inside a secret underground bunker, we're speaking to freedom-loving patriots from all around the country and the world. Welcome to the Resistance. This is John Crump, live.
I don't know if it is or not, but yes, it is John Crump live, and we are live and in charge. We were off last week, but we are here 2 days this week because I got a charity thing going on and a doctor's appointment. Then we're here next week, 4 days. Actually probably 3 days because it's my son's birthday, but 3 days. And then after that, I'll be in few different places for a little bit, including Honduras, Florida, Mexico, and Bahamas. I'll be doing like a whole Mayan ruin type thing, which is kind of cool. We are going on a cruise. We have a really good cabin thanks to the bidding system. I won a bid that was pretty cool. Need a bolo. What up, Johnny Barr? A bolo, man. What? I have no idea. All right, so let me bring in my co-host, and we're going to be bringing in Mr. MJ Cummings in a second. But first, let me introduce to you to Flying Rich.
How's it going, folks? And I'm going nowhere because I'm not allowed to take vacations.
Yeah, well, guess what? I don't know.
I'm gonna smuggle myself onto John's stateroom.
No, Rich was kind of laughing at me, was messing with the scammer a second ago.
Oh, all right, yeah.
I played like a 90-year-old guy seeking transgender surgery. Because I am the king.
John loves scammers. He will stop everything to mess with a scammer.
That's why people are like, don't you want to sign up for a do not call list? I'm like, hell no. I enjoy it. And we are joined by Mr. MJ Cummings, school board member of Manassas Park, Virginia.
Hey, gentlemen, what's going on?
And also a former co-host of the Patriot News Podcast, which this actually started out as Patriot News Podcast. Like, dude, like almost 10 years ago.
Dude, we're OGs right here. All we need is Rayburn back and Russ for a couple of minutes. That'd be entertaining.
I talked to Ray the other day. Get old Gitmo. Like a couple days ago.
Oh, I love Gitmo.
First time in like 2 years.
I saw him earlier this year.
I
saw him earlier this year. We had lunch. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Oh, you came with your own co-host.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's good to meet you.
Gitmo and I started Patriot News Podcast. Ray, Gitmo, Rayburn, his nickname was Gitmo. He started on there. Then MJ came on. Then Devin, Devin.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Then Russ, our lawyer, who was our legal expert, and then it all kind of went to hell.
Can I have some water?
Yeah, life happened. I think life got ahead of all of us at that time.
Besides me.
Yeah.
Well, to do what they call like an AM radio show.
That's awesome. You've been full throttle.
This podcast did.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That'd been awesome.
Remember we discussed it, and the Gitmo wanted to do it, but I think it was you, a guy named Russ, and I were all like, dude, we don't have time to do that because it was every night. It's like at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Oh yeah, I remember those details. Yeah, that would have been rough, really
Plus,
rough.
you'd be competing with Art Bell, and you didn't want to do that.
Yeah. It's like 2 a.m. in the morning on the AM station. We probably have 2 people hearing us. Like, I'm doing that Monday through Friday.
And one in Mexico.
And the pay was like crap.
Trash. Yeah.
We had to do multiple hours in the middle of the night. We all worked day jobs. Mike, for example, is a teacher and he's a school board member. He teaches
So what
technology.
subject you teach?
I teach tech ed.
Okay. First,
Ooh.
let me just answer Dark's question here. It wasn't a stream. It was actually like terrestrial radio. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So I teach. I've taught history. I've also taught special education. I've taught all kinds of things, and so many places it's not even funny.
Oh, cool. So after you have a school board meeting, how do you sanitize yourself from all the communism?
Thankfully, very carefully, and I'm learning how to do that. I was just brought in. My term started on July 1st. I got all sworn in and ready to go. It's going to be interesting. I know our district does not have the problems, but we're also not as big as what you hear with Loudoun County.
All of that. That's why my kids go to private school.
Yes. Yeah. So my goal is to try and at least mitigate some of the issues. I'm learning quickly.
And he's doing the statue challenge.
Very wise with my words, and very careful about how I propose things, so it doesn't throw off. There's alarm bells.
You got a unicorn behind you.
I do. That's probably Bitey. It's Bitey, the biting unicorn.
Yeah. So
Here it is.
Yeah. Sorry.
what made you decide to go ahead and run?
So it is. So we are one of the weird districts in terms of it was by appointment. Our mayor sent out a message. Just McKenna, please. All right, I'm McKenna, please. Thank you. Our mayor sent out a message asking for any kind of people who might be interested or qualified to fill on a spot. So sorry, my daughter's right here.
That's okay.
So I just said, you know what? I talked to my wife. I don't know why you want to do this, but hey, we're gonna do this. So, all right, send it. So I sent the email. I sent my resume, and got everything rolling. And that was back in May. McKenna, enough, please.
Totally cool, man. My kids always.
That's okay. Let her let it out.
I love her so much. she's letting us all out. So all your neighbors, everybody knows what we're about to do. Go have a little picnic. So from there, I figured, we'll just send it. And apparently I was the only applicant. So whether I was conservative or liberal, it didn't matter. You got to understand.
You took a trick out of the Obama playbook. You ran unopposed.
Yeah, apparently. I felt vindicated per se, and it's going to be interesting because I know a lot of liberals have gained power.
Statue challenge.
Pretty hardcore, but some are also that traditional moderate where you can have that conversation and they want to have that conversation. There's a few, and I want to have that conversation. It's gonna take work.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you have a lot of work because it seems like the whole entire NEA is infiltrated by communists and radical leftist Marxists.
So is the VEA. Look into what the PWEA is doing. I didn't say that. Apparently I just did.
PWEDC is doing.
Yeah, Prince William County
education.
Yeah, there. I'll let you do your digging because I know you're very good at your work. Yes, it's very interesting. Anyway, I digress. And they are gone off the cliff kind of in insanity. Like the NEA, they're nuts. Like the PWEA is even farther left. I don't get it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's why I just don't want to talk about it too much because I don't have my information in front of me.
It's always amazing to me is that people run in their echo chamber, and I worry about me being in my own echo chamber, and I realize that not everybody agrees with me, so I kind of want to know what other people are thinking. But it really is amazing to me that these people think they're right, and that's it.
Yeah. Yes, they won't listen to anybody else. It's crazy. Yes, you can unbuckle. We're stopped.
And they know they're smarter than everybody else.
We're in a parking lot. I'm gonna unbuckle.
Okay, honey, do it. She's a force. So, hey,
Hi, McKinnon. I haven't seen you since you were a little baby.
Yeah, that's Mr. John.
Hi, Mr. John. I'm a big girl now. I'm 6.
I know you're the same age as my son.
Yeah.
And my little brother's 1 right now.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a baby.
So.
His name is Marshall.
Marshall.
Thank you for that. All right, thank you, McKenna. That's enough. No.
Okay.
I couldn't quite do that. I couldn't do that. I thought about it, but nah, I gave him my middle name.
Actually, my son's name is Nicholas Alexander. Yeah, you probably can guess why.
Is he there?
Yep. Nope, McKenna.
He's upstairs.
No. Okay, that's enough.
You know why his name is Nicholas Alexander?
What?
Wait.
What? Take a guess, McKenna. Why is his name Nicholas Alexander?
Because he likes Nichols?
No, Nicholas is Nicholas Backstrom. Alexander is Alexander Ovechkin.
Hockey player.
We used to get in a big fight because the other 2 co-hosts were like big Pittsburgh fans.
Yep.
With hockey, and we're all like hockey fanatics, but
it's great time. It was great times. I just shake my head at you, John. I'm not surprised by any lead. How did you get that past your wife?
Well, her dad's name is Nicholas, so I just said, "Hey, let's name him." That we were naming him after her dad. Actually,
I got you.
Name
Nicholas in my school. And my mini cougars I used to have.
Thank you, McKenna.
But now I'm in first grade. So blam. I'm never going to see him again.
I am glad the internet is being entertained by my beautiful bear. Okay, that's
yeah. So yeah, we used to have big arguments about hockey. Like it would divulge into this big, huge argument about hockey, and it would get heated.
It would, especially when the Penguins were running the tables on the Caps. I'll give you your 1 year you beat us.
Yeah.
One.
If you do not know, I am a huge hockey fan, which I know Rich knows.
Right.
That we talked about the time I went to a hockey game, a playoff game. It was against Pittsburgh with kidney stones.
Yep.
Yeah. I drove there because I wasn't going to miss hockey.
No, all of that. You are a diehard. I will give you, win or lose, I'll give you the fact that you are a true fan. Just of the wrong team.
No. So you play hockey though.
I used to. I've had some. I've had some medical things that I've had to hang up my pads. But yeah, I've played. It was good times.
Yeah, I haven't played since like '99. Although I'm getting kind of back into it a little bit.
Good. It is. Are you ice?
Like, yeah, got myself a new pair of skates and everything, man.
Man, I'll tell you what. Since that back then, gear has evolved significantly. Just like 2A.
No joke, man. In '99, I played with a wooden stick.
Right?
Not that costs like freaking like hundreds of dollars. No more $9 sticks.
Right. I remember that. Now they're $299.
And up.
Yep.
Mommy.
McKenna, pause.
Yeah, but yeah, I got some Bowers that I got molded to my feet and everything. So
Oh, all they do is pop them in literally an oven for
Yeah.
200 degrees for about 20 minutes.
Mhm.
Nice and warm, nice and pliable. And they mold you to your feet, and it makes a difference, man. Oh, the break-in is so much faster.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Rich was like looking at me like I have no idea what they're talking about. Ice skates and sticks.
I'm just thinking like, wow, if they did that with ski boots, that'd be a blessing.
Yeah, no. Do they don't mold ski boots, do they?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not up on it.
I don't
Not
know.
that active.
Like I know, like I haven't snowboarded in like years, but those weren't molded.
No. See, this is exactly what we're talking about,
Daddy.
where we just go into
Daddy,
just conversations that they just evolve.
can I turn this into this?
Well, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Please? I want this.
I was thinking a lot about zombies lately.
Okay.
And I was thinking, I think like having like a AR-15 or something. I don't think that would be the right gun to have. If it's an AR, like an AR-22, I think, or an AR-7.
That'd be tough. Well, the biggest advantage with a shh, please, or at least an AR-9.
No,
Using
because think about it. All it depends is like you got to destroy the brain, right?
right.
So it's shot placement. If you're shot placing it off, it's not going to work. So it doesn't really matter what caliber. It's just about shot placement.
Can I call my
With
mommy?
22, you could carry
Soon.
tons and tons of 22 rounds, and then you can have a 22 pistol like a Sig P322 or
Yep.
a Glock 44. I would prefer the Glock, of course.
You have your opinions. I love how that we're always opposite.
Yeah. MJ is a Glock fanboy. Rich actually carries one of the Glock women's editions.
Wrong.
Thank you.
I'm a Sig fanboy. Come on now.
Oh no, so
Yeah, that's what John said.
You're a Sig fanboy. Rich is a Sig fanboy.
I'm not. Whoa! Back off a second. Hold on. I'm not
How
a
many
Sig
Glocks do you
fanboy.
own?
I have a Sig P365 I carry,
Yeah, the women's edition.
and my wife has one too.
They, whether you call them a women's edition or not, they're still accurate. McKenna, that's enough. They're still accurate and they still work.
I'm more of an HK fanboy, but whatever.
Well,
I carry Glock.
Well, I'm not going to talk smack on Glock because it works. It works really well.
I'm gonna go in
Well,
here.
I carry a Glock.
I don't want this closed.
Yeah, they're a lot lighter than HKs.
HKs.
McKenna, listen, stop.
I'm waiting for a big story to drop, by the way.
Oh, so you know what the story is? It's already written. You just have waiting for the okay to drop it.
Basically, yeah.
Don't you hate when that happens? So everybody thinks news is spontaneous, but it's quite orchestrated.
As we have seen with the Hunter Biden, cocaine story.
Yeah.
How it's evolved from so many.
Well, I love the cocaine. Dan Bongino said today the cocaine was on cocaine because it moved so many places. It was reported here, then it's here, then it's here, then it's here, then it's there.
I love listening to Dan Bongino.
It's like, yeah, you know what? I couldn't fly my drone this weekend because of freaking Biden.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on.
he was in town.
I got my drone right here.
Yeah, but the Secret Service wouldn't like that too much.
No, they would not.
Dude, all you got to do is build your own. If you're flying, these commie DJI things that, have exclusion zones.
It's like the house.
I mean, you don't have to ask for permission. Real men don't
That's
ask.
Dude, they put up signs everywhere saying no drones.
Really?
My sister,
They have radar.
yeah, my sister comes in with Biden stuff. Yeah, we wonder, it's like, what's up with all the no drone signs? And then we found out that Biden was in town.
No, when you say no drone signs, I mean, is it like a flashing billboard road sign or what?
No, they actually put up signs everywhere. They're like
Like
metal signs.
lost cat, don't fly drones.
But no, they're like big metal signs that they attach
Oh, okay.
to poles.
Wow.
And then they also have the flashing no drones like highway signs.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I was asking. That's serious.
So they have both. They definitely. Although I did see someone flying a drone. An Inspire.
Yeah.
At night.
Someone's playing with fire.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all that I seriously, I hate to say it. This is, my paradigm. Oh, as a tech person. Oh, hold on. Let's see how techy you are. Do you know what this is?
Me? I can tell you what that is.
I don't know if John could tell me what it is. Do you know what that is, John?
Yeah, it's a computer.
All right. That's like, okay, Tesla Model A, it's a car. Yeah, okay. Good for you. Anyhow,
it's like one of those what is a single board.
It's 16 gigabyte Rock Pi 5B.
Yeah.
With an SSD on it. So I don't know. Anyhow, so the thing that I hate about stuff like this is I'm beholden to somebody else for software, firmware, no-fly zones, all of that crap. There's always somebody that's going to tell me no somehow. That's why I want to build my own damn drone.
It's not that hard. It's really not.
I mean,
you can print it, man. You gotta.
Yeah, I've done RC for years, so not a big deal.
So yeah, so have I. So, hey, gentlemen, if you don't mind, I'm gonna drop so I can feed my little animals.
That's fine. I got it.
Do you have any questions before I pop off?
So, have you had any meetings yet? How's that gone?
So I've had one meeting.
Mm-hmm.
So it was. Excuse me, I'm talking. They're both about to pop off. They're crazy.
Yeah,
They're hilarious.
That's all right, man. You gotta go.
No, but we've had one meeting so far. And you know what? Let's schedule a time for later. Once we get into the meat of the year, once I really get to feel out how people are going to act around me. I know they've done some opposition research. There's not that much via some social media outside of like an RC account, but like, if they're really good, they'll find my MLN article on the 320, and do some research and kind of they can do some addition. I will give them that. They are, as much as I'm not always a fan of their politics, their budgeting is solid. They're black. They're in the black. So that's a good place. They've been in black for a couple of years.
I thought you were about to say something else.
No. Like, it's a positive. It is a positive. I will give them that. So I was doing some line item looking, and I mean, they at least have certain things under control. But there's other problems, of course, and I can speak to them because our district is the lowest paid in the area, and
oh wow.
Yeah, that's hard because with all the other higher paying counties, we have retention problems, and it totally makes sense. So we have
a superintendent.
Yes, I don't know her very well, so I can't really speak to what it is, the policies that much, at least that I've seen so far. But from what I've seen, like, and heard, at least from teachers, at least at my daughter's school, like, they're treated really well. The buildings are really nice, and they do their upkeep and such. But it gets difficult just because the expense of having employees is not a joke.
Oh, so, sure. I think you misunderstood. When I said superintendent, I mean like $300,000 a year superintendent of schools.
No, we're not that superintendent. We save that for the counties.
Yeah. Okay, county. All right. Yeah. So
we're actually
Palm Beach here. Gotcha. Oh, good. Yeah, Palm Beach. We have like a revolving door of $300,000 a year plus superintendents, and I'm sure they golden parachute out of the position.
Yep,
So
that's what Fairfax County does too. Yeah, every 3 years you see, or 2 years, 3 years, whatever their contract up, they're in and out. They can't keep a superintendent outside of contract for a while. From what I've seen,
it is being charged criminally.
Yes, I've been watching that and I'm giggling. And I have my opinions and I'll lay them out, and I absolutely agree with those charges.
He covered up a rape
neglect.
because the student that did the raping was a transgender. So,
yep, and they put him to school.
They just put him in another school.
Yep, they just covered it up. So that's something that I don't want to do, and when we're gonna find out. And I know that's an anomaly, but when you're dealing with a county as large as yours, John, it is stuff like that is bound to happen. It might only happen once in 10 years, but it's bound to happen. So, it's bound to happen. Something like that could happen. Excuse me, Kenneth, please stop. Something along those lines could happen also in the smallest district. So the question is, what kind of policies do we put in place to mitigate that? And especially seeing that there is precedents to charge leadership under those situations, we need to take care of it.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, I'll let you get out of here.
I appreciate it. Let's connect later in the year once everything's gone. You can hear my son. Vroom vroom. He loves cars.
Right. Cool.
RC cars or regular cars?
Both.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Who knows? I might make. We already have.
And he's doing the statue challenge again.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll let you go.
All right, guys. I'll see you. Thank you very much.
All right. See ya, MJ. MJ Cummings, people. So now it's just Rich and I, and we can discuss awesome gun stuff. Like, for example, my MP5 magazines keep on falling out.
What? My MP5 ran like a champ this weekend.
Oh, good for you. I ordered a new magazine catch, so I got to figure out how to replace it.
Yeah, I had no issues. I got to drift the side a little bit to get it centered, but yeah, like 25 yards, I was off, maybe 4 inches or so.
Yeah, so, I have no idea what's going on.
And because I'm blessed with brace superpowers by being a GOA and FPC member, both of my Scorpion and my MP5 need a brace.
Yeah, and we actually have something really cool coming in.
We do. What could that be?
You already know what it is.
I know what it is.
You can tell what it is.
I can tell what it is.
Yeah, MCXs. 2 of them.
Woohoo!
One for the Glock, one for the SIG.
Cool. Yeah. So we actually, I might. I don't know if I'm gonna arrange and do a tour of their facility, or they said they had a podcast facility. So I don't know if we get them on the show. I haven't reached out to them for that yet. But.
Yeah, you got to reach out to them because that was one of the things.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I know you said get a hold of them again, like email. So.
Yeah, I also have a exercise bike coming in.
No, what are you getting?
Walmart deal day.
Oh, it's Amazon Prime
track
Day or whatever or something.
Prime Day is tomorrow. Walmart started theirs today.
Oh, cool! So we got dueling mega stores.
Well, no, you have more than that. You have also Best Buy starts tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Instead of Target.
I'm sorry. Who?
Target.
I didn't. Who? What?
Target, a store that I'm not going to shop at.
Never heard of.
And Best Buy is today. Started today.
Okay. So, but since I'm broke, I'm not going to look. I hate to say it, my wife did get one of those expensive bikes, and I have not tried it yet. And my fat self needs to get on the bike and do some spinning.
Yeah, they had the Nordic Track, the Peloton competitor, for like 60% off. So I grabbed it
Was that for you or the wife?
for me.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I seriously, I gotta get on a bike like 30 minutes a day and do something.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. So can we talk about this? Is this too far out of the wheelhouse?
First, I just want to also say that if you're looking for a drone, Best Buy has all the DJIs on sale.
I got to tell you, this is the Mini 3 Pro. I got mine from Costco, and all right, I 3D printed a case for it. So it came with 3 batteries and this gang charger, which is super cool because you could burn all 3 batteries, plug them all into this, leave it, it'll charge each of the batteries. So they're very cool setup. And today, the reason my drone's out is I just got ND filters.
No, nice. The magnetic ones.
It snaps on this one.
Okay, yeah. I have for my Mavic 2, I have well, my camera just froze up there. No, for my Mavic 2, I have like ND filters, but they're magnetic.
Oh, cool. Yeah, these just snap on. So can we talk about the P1 build?
Sure.
All right. So One Car Fast asked about if I'm following the Tavarish McLaren P1 build, which I think the P1, I forget what the name of the storm was, but it was a hurricane that was going towards Tampa Bay, but ended up hitting Naples. And the P1 was in this guy's garage. And the water level must have went to like 3 feet. I think he had a Bentley also. So the P1 had like 300 miles on it. And I forget what year the P1 is. Is it 10 years old now or so?
Something like that, but it's
for those of you that don't know, there's supercars and then there's hypercars. The McLaren P1 is a hypercar. It has an electric drive, so it's a combo twin turbo V8 with a hybrid drive system. So
hybrid,
stupid
basically.
fast.
Not like a hybrid, like a Prius hybrid.
Right. And like, the Porsche 918, that kind of thing. I'd still rather have a Porsche 918. But not that I can afford any of that. So John knows I don't get stressed out, or it takes a lot to stress me out. Let me just say it that way. It takes a lot to stress me out. I watched Tavarish buy, and when I say watched, like everybody else on YouTube, buy this McLaren P1. I don't know if it was like 500K or 600K. There wasn't any part of the car that wasn't damaged. The entire car was under salt water.
Yeah, it was actually a parts like a certificate of destruction car.
Which he hasn't addressed that yet. So that's watching this.
Figure out, because you cannot register that car anywhere at all.
Yeah, and I thought he was going to do a tub replacement, but he's going to, and along with that, a VIN replacement. But it appears that he's repairing the tub because he's got the guy in the frame doctor to do the carbon fiber repair on the tub.
So that's that idea.
There's a couple of very interesting things that, first off, there's not one panel on the car that isn't damaged. And the car is all carbon fiber. So there's exposed carbon fiber. It's kind of like a DeLorean. A DeLorean stainless steel, and if you get a dent in the DeLorean, you change the panel. You don't, Bondo and paint over it. So I'm like, he needs every stinking panel for the car. He could need an engine, a transmission. He could need an entire. It's kind of the old joke, like you jack up the radiator cap and replace the car. It's literally a nutso build. All right, so One Car Fast is 500K. So I was like, whoa, man, this guy, does he? And of course, he knows quantum amounts.
Johnny Barr says you can do it in New Hampshire. I looked into that. You can't do it. It's 50 states. It's a federal certificate. It's a federal certificate of destruction.
So
It's
yeah,
not like a title.
there were ways to wash a title, but yeah, I'm not up on this. And Florida has a couple of interesting laws. So like I can't go to a Florida auction as a Florida resident and buy a car. But I could go to, or not Auto Tempest. What's the car auction? I can go and buy like a car in Georgia.
What is it? Copart.
Copart, yeah. Anyhow, so what he revealed in the video I watched last night was there's a company in New Jersey, I think. They have the molds from the GTR race car, and they're building beautiful carbon fiber bodies, complete bodies. So he very smartly, knew what he was doing before this, and has only let us know right now that yes, he's got a source for a body for the vehicle. Like all the glass is bad, the headlights are bad, the tail, everything. He also is talking about redoing the dash, so it's like an LCD panel, like a laptop screen or smartphone. It's like, oh, I'll upgrade it with the newer model. It's like, yeah, you got to rewrite code for that. Good luck. There's very, very interesting. He's also a Florida man, so I'd love to get him on the show, but I'm sure he's way too big for that and too busy.
Yeah, F1 crash to kill the driver. Interesting.
Ooh,
I mean,
that's very rare. Like I don't track motorsports that intensely, but yeah, it's super rare to have loss of life in F1.
I mean,
But
those cars
anyhow,
can take a hit, man.
yeah, they're really, the design work on those cars to keep the driver safe, to have pieces break away, to lose energy. Big deal.
I don't think I looked up. I don't at car following fun. I didn't hear about anybody dying in F1. If it, like the McLaren P1.
Ooh, he said it got stabbed by another car. All right, yeah, if you center punch it, yeah, that could do it.
Is that F1 or is that?
Well, he said F1, so I'm not Googling it right now.
I think. I mean, F1 does have quite a bit of fatalities.
No,
It's
yeah?
not super rare. No. I think in
Yeah,
the
I thought it
last
was
10 years, they had about like 3 or 4.
okay. So depends on how we're grading this.
What do you mean? 3 or 4 over
Over 10
seasons?
years. Yeah, that's a pretty good safety history.
Compare that to like other motorsports. Let's say NASCAR.
Well,
is
in the community of pilots that fly a plane similar to mine, typically there's one a year.
yeah, but there's a lot more pilots that fly planes like yours than people that drive F1 cars.
Probably not. It's just more dangerous what we do.
No, how many F1 driver there? How many F1 cars are there?
I mean, all right, there's probably
There's
50 per race, 25 to 50 per race, right?
Yeah. Or no, probably 20. I think that's 20. I think there's 20, so.
Yeah, all right. So I don't know this. One Car Fast, and I'm sure he knows more than I do, is saying that in the 80s, the F1 cars were running on jet fuel. I always thought they burned methanol.
No, I think they were back in the 80s, they were jet fuel.
Because jet fuel is diesel.
Yeah, I think they were running on jet fuel in the 80s. I think methanol came a lot.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they have a show on Netflix that's really, really good about F1. I watch it. That's why I got into F1.
Yeah, I haven't. I'll
Okay,
tell
okay.
you.
So it wasn't the F1. It was okay. It wasn't F1. It was the minor league of it. Okay, F1, F2, F3.
Okay.
And so that's what I thought. I was like, didn't hear anything.
So I don't know if I ever talked about this, but I was actually, and please don't anyone get impressed. I had
Yeah,
a
Formula Regional European Championship by Alpine. Alpine is like the sponsor of that, but yeah, that's because you have F1, F2, F3, then you get down to like the regionals.
Mhm.
So there you go.
So I had a $6,000 Porsche. It was a 924 Turbo, and I was in the Porsche Club in New York, and I drove Watkins Glen, Bridgehampton, and Lime Rock racetracks. So it's always a treat when you see races on those tracks, and you know every bit of the track. Well, Bridgehampton is now a golf course, but yeah. So I can only watch Lime Rock and Watkins Glen stuff now. Know what's going on.
Oh, interesting. Oh, it looks like Sweden also got their final vote to join NATO.
Hmm. And what do you think about sending cluster munitions to the Ukraine?
Hey, I don't care. Sorry.
I think it's funny because the memes are going around Instagram. They're talking about how they're saying cluster munitions in Ukraine would be a violation, blah blah blah, and it's like, oh, now we're sending it.
Yeah, I don't care.
So now that we've eaten all around the cookie, any gun news?
I'm looking and don't think it's hit yet.
So I'm always on the hunt for gun news, and when there's no new news, because we got kind of spoiled with the frame and receiver rule. And now I went to OK Corral, which is a gun tree club in Okeechobee. Neighbor of mine's a member. Is that the news?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Or where your phone is?
Yeah, there it is. I don't know.
I'm just gonna pause here for the awkward silence.
Devin, I'm on my.
Say hi to Devin. Tell Devin I said hi.
Rich says hi. Say hi to everyone.
Hello, world.
Hey, Devin.
Protege.
Oh, I can see Devin's phone number right there.
Oh yeah, I better hide that. What? I'll call you back live after. Bye. No. I have no idea. Now, what were you saying? I want to get a zero.
Gun news, frame receiver rules. So, okay.
I got some breaking news that's going to be breaking all this week. Multiple different things.
So
like 3 or 4 stories, maybe 5.
We had all sorts of good news, and then kind of flatlining.
So no, I got some leaky leaks.
Oh, cool. Again? So one car fast, I will not be getting a C8 Z06, at least not for a couple of years now.
I have kids, dude.
Plus every time I look at a C8, there's some old dude driving. And I'm like, yeah, it just kind of turns me off. I mean, I would get into a Porsche Cayman in a heartbeat, but yeah, don't plan on getting a C8 Z06.
I don't want the Z07.
Well, so the Z06 prices, I think resale prices are going down, and they're going to be coming out. It's a natural progression. they're going to be doing the electric front wheel drive with the Z06 in the future. So there's going to be a Z06E or whatever nomenclature. So I think, when those orders start getting fulfilled, the Z06 will drop in price, and that'll be probably a good time to buy.
You know what else is going to drop in price, right?
Real estate.
Oh, I am going to put all these on sale. These beautiful things. I'm going to give everyone a 30% coupon out there.
Really?
Just for that. I just got to generate it.
So you can buy 3D printed stuff like heads?
Yeah, the heads. Let me give you a 30% coupon. You can go to Black Swan Prints. Okay, never mind. I'll do it in a second here. I'll drop it in there in a second. But yeah, so go ahead and buy them. I got my printer running 24 hours a day to do stuff.
Really? Dude, my printer's been, actually, I did print something this afternoon. My printer's been kind of cold, and so if you need help in the print farming.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm pretty much ahead of the game because I took my system. I kind of took the site down for a while, but then put it back up because I was,
on vacation. Is the assault scooter crack about New York City?
No.
No?
No.
So then what's a 150cc assault scooter?
I have no idea.
I think that's a crack about the shooter in New York City riding around in a scooter shooting people.
Oh, okay.
Because Paul, Legally Armed American, did a story on that.
Interesting.
That they should, ban assault scooters.
I think they should, man. I mean,
because it allows, perps to travel greater distances. Because he showed on a map, shooting here, all across Queens.
you were just running around shooting people?
Yes. Yeah, he shot like 4 or 5 different people. One fatally died on the spot. Older, I think it was an 86-year-old guy. I mean, can you imagine? You're walking to the grocery store, whatever. It looks like, I mean, I know the neighborhood in Queens. It was by the Jackie Robinson Parkway, and you're just walking out of the store with an ice cream cone like Joe Biden, and that's it. Your ticket's been punched.
Yeah, I mean, that's freaking crazy. I mean, so Joe Biden, I don't like. Now you said Joe Biden. Now I'm
sorry, dude.
Now I'm freaking crawling in my skin.
All right, I'm not sure what Ron Bear's saying. Is he saying that's what they do in Brazil? Whoop. Sorry.
Cummings in Brazil, they have a lot of scooters.
So my understanding is you can't wear a full face helmet in some of these countries because you're a bandit, you're a thief. Then they want to be able to identify you.
Yep. I'm working here, doing some stuff, behind the scenes stuff that you guys will know about shortly here, I guess.
So are we trying to milk it so we get the information out when it comes?
I don't think it's going to come out, man.
Didn't you tell them to break the news between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m.?
We got a video filmed for it.
I didn't get a heads up. I haven't been getting a heads up.
Yeah, no, can't get a heads up.
Is that top secret?
Yeah. I mean, I'll let you know. I mean, I have like.
I thought I had a clearance. Don't I
know the thing. I found out about this earlier, so I threw some stuff down there. So
I'm getting the mushroom treatment. I get it. I'm on.
No, I haven't talked to you since I figured out what was going on.
Is that why I've been calling and texting and not getting through?
Probably. Do you know who Larry Nasser is? Last story.
I know the name. I'm like,
He was the guy that molested all the gymnasts.
Oh yeah. I did see the story today. It got stabbed like multiple times. Yeah.
He's not out of the woods. Got this out like 8 times. Dude, people hate child molesters. And rightfully so.
All right, I was gonna do a live stream on this. Can we talk about the Sound of Freedom?
Yeah, and if within you have 6 minutes, go.
Yeah, all right. So I actually was gonna do a live stream and discussing this. So I saw the movie, and I don't think anytime you talk about pedophiles, the phrase wood chipper should be included. I mean, pedophiles and wood chipper should go together. Just my opinion.
Literally go together.
Mm-hmm.
And literally using it in the right sense of the word, literally. Not like all these kids who use it for weird reasons.
Precisely. So, dude, I hate to admit it. I was sitting there crying like a little baby through most of the movie. It was pretty rough on me. People are writing. So I heard Glenn Beck this morning in The Blaze, and he did a story on it. Then Dan Bongino had some additional commentary on it, which all of a sudden I was like, holy cow. I didn't get. So, like, pick whoever you hate on the left. And I'm not saying I hate anyone, or let me say dislike, because that's very unchristian. Rachel Maddow. So if she donated money to a group, and I'm not saying Underground Railroad, just any group that helped kids out of pedophilia, that busted pedophiles, I'd be like, hey, you know what? I don't agree with her politics or what she says, or 90% of the words that come out of her mouth, or probably more. But good for her. She did the right thing. All sorts of left media is coming out saying crazy crap about this movie. I'm like, why would you critique a movie about getting kids out of pedophilia rings, rescuing kids from pedophiles? How could you just, it blows my mind. It just doesn't make a lick of sense to me. And then frick you. Bob, remind me to give you a good punch in the shoulder when I see you next time. So the thing that Dan Bongino brought up is because it would put a spotlight on the open borders, because when women, and I mean young girls also, come to America across the border, a lot of them get sexually molested. And it would then put a spotlight on the Biden administration's open border policies. There's a lot of bad things. Hey, look, my mother came to this country for a better life, and I fully support everybody doing that. And those are the kind of people we want here. The thing is, these people that are coming here are paying the cartels, enriching the cartels, and getting raped on the way. And also dying in the desert or dying in the back of a truck without air conditioning. So this is happening on a bunch
of dead people in the back of a truck recently.
Yeah, so this is happening. People are dying and getting sexually molested coming here. Let's make it so the drug cartels don't get all sorts of money and rich, because that's a bad thing. And let's make sure the people that want to be here get here safely and humanely. Because what we're doing right now is a crime against humanity. It's the opposite of winning a Nobel Peace Prize. And I when I heard Bongino say, hey, the reason they're attacking this movie, two things, is one, it shines a spotlight on our open border policy and how bad that is. And two, the other thing is Disney did the Harrison Ford Indiana Jones, which I loved as a kid. And apparently it flopped. So you had a movie that was like $14 million and was a box office smash. Meanwhile, they blew $300 million on Indiana Jones and it crashed.
I gotcha.
You're watching like a hawk for that story to drop.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it got filed or not. Oh, we'll see.
All right, I know half of what it is then, because you
don't.
let out a couple of keywords.
No, you have no idea. I haven't mentioned this to you. But I think we're gonna go, man. Wrap it up. Thank you for watching. Yeah, Rich says.
All right, so next show is Tuesday.
No, it's not Tuesday. It's Wednesday.
I'm sorry, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sorry, Wednesday.
Yeah, I got a doctor for me tomorrow. I'm getting off my medication that makes me fat. I'm going for something.
That's the exercise bike.
Well, no, I just want to see if I get back to. I don't think I'll get back to skinny again, but hopefully, I do get if my metabolism kicks up a little bit. But that is it. Thank you, Rich, for joining me. Rich can be found at Flying Rich everywhere. Flying Rich Flying Rich _official, and
On the grams.
on the grams. Yep. And with that, we are out of here. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow or Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.